So you want to be a transcendentalist.
But what is a transcendentalist?
Well, let's break it down.
To transcend means to rise above, surpass, and go beyond.
And ism is an ideology. So it's the ideology of going beyond.
Well, that's pretty helpful, I guess, but I mean, going beyond in what ways?
Well, it was a movement breaking away from all of the science and reasoning at the time. It was a spiritual way of thinking. But just to be sure, let's hear from good old Emerson.
In the woods, we return to reason and faith. There I feel that nothing can befall me in life. No disgrace, no calamity, leaving me in my eyes, which nature cannot repair.
Wow, that was inspiring. But now, let's highlight some of the key concepts.
Morals,
Conformity,
self-reliance,
a strong connection to nature,
being anti-institution.
and optimism.
So let's dig a little deeper.
First up are morals and self-reliance. A good transcendentalist has a strong moral compass and tries to fight immoral and unjust behavior. Things that don't seem right to you should be investigated, and if that thing is immoral, it is your duty to try and fight it. One of a transcendentalist's best tools is the ability to think freely and not depend on others for everything. The ability to do without being told and not blindly following authority is paramount to being a transcendentalist. Think about every single person in your life that has told you you can't do something. Teachers, professors, bosses, colleagues, and the list goes on. Many people's lives have been filled with things such as wait your turn, follow the rules, do as you're told. This is terrible advice. A transcendentalist reflects on himself, questions, and defies. Life is too short to worry about what other people think.
That leads us to our lesson on conformity. Now, a transcendentalist view on conformity is basically don't. They believe that conforming to the norms of society without consulting yourself, whether or not it is something you actually want to do, is not wise.
Analogy time. Let's say you and your friends are out and they all want to get ice cream, but the only flavor they have is something you don't like. Should you get the ice cream anyway because you don't want to be the only one without ice cream? Or do you not get it because you don't want it? A transcendentalist would say that you shouldn't get the ice cream because you don't like it. A transcendentalist thinks for himself and determines that there's no advantage to getting ice cream.
Being a nonconformist doesn't mean you need to always do the opposite of what everyone else does, though.
Like, if everyone was getting ice cream and you like the flavor, you should get ice cream. Not because everyone else is, but because you actually like it. Nonconformity, for the sake of nonconformity, is not what a transcendentalist does.
Rather, they are not afraid to stick out and be different regardless of what others may think of them.
As Thoreau said, if a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away.
To demonstrate some of the points we have made thus far, let's take a look at two different classrooms. The first one in which transcendentalist principles are not at play, and the other they are. Let's see how they compare. All right, class, so today we're going to be writing an essay about... Joe, pay attention! Okay. Anyways, so take class, we're going to be writing an essay. I want you guys to write an essay about following the rules in life, and why is it important to do so.
No! That is literally the dumbest thing ever. I don't want to write that. Can't you let me be creative?
Well, Joe, eventually in life, you're going to have to follow the rules, and you just have to go with the flow.
But Mr. Hand,
get out of my
you're
class
wrong.
now.
No, I want to be creative.
Well, that sucks, but you have to go.
While that example may be extreme, it's probably eerily familiar to many people's real-life experiences. Now, let's look at the other classroom. Okay, class. So today, I want you guys to create me any project of your choosing, whether it's an essay, a video, a poster, and it could be about anything. I want to see what you guys come up with.
Mr. Fleeting, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to know if I'm doing it right?
Well, class, the most important skill that one can possess is the ability to think for themselves. You guys aren't a bunch of encyclopedias. You can't rely on people telling you what to do for the rest of your life. You guys need to learn how to do things on your own. You can do whatever you want for this project. That's the point. I want to see your guys' creativity and individuality shine.
Okay, Mr. Fleeting, I'll think and I'll come up with a topic. So moving swiftly forward, let's discuss optimism in nature. Transcendentalists have a strong connection to nature. This is because it's an ideology breaking away from science and logic. It is about emotion and spirit, which nature is full of. The spirit of a forest with birds chirping, wind rustling the leaves is unmatched. Spending time away from the hustle and bustle of modern life can be extremely therapeutic and revitalizing. Emerson and Thoreau are extremely optimistic about the human race. They believe that people were good and that society institutions like schools, governments, and religious organizations are what corrupts people. Transcendentalism, at its very core, is the belief that people are good and it's society that corrupts.
Now, go forth. Become the transcendentalist you were born to be. And all of the information you need is in this video. Goodbye, and good luck.